All right, so Peter, oh yes, we're out here for Fursday, Front Street Animal Shelter. We're out here with Bobby. He's the director of doggies. Dana's joining me, and the whole reason we did this was because Joe wanted to help reduce the pet population inside animal shelters. Oddly enough, Joe's been picked up. Joe has been quarantined. He's actually here right now. He's sick, and then maybe next time we do a video, you'll see Joe after he's been
adopted.
Adopted, yes. So, Bobby, quickly tell us, how does it work? The animals come in, how long do they stay? What's the turnaround process to getting these guys or girls adopted?
Absolutely. So the Front Street Animal Shelter is actually the City of Sacramento's municipal shelter, so we are animal controlled.
Okay.
Our one shelter alone, we take in about 11,000 animals annually.
Wow.
Just like Peter, yeah. So many of them come into us as strays over the counter, so we really have no information on them. Dogs will come here, they'll stay here. Our goal is always to try to reunite them with their family if their family is looking for them. If after 72 hours there is not a family looking for them, then we do a temperament test, we make sure that they're healthy, and at that point we can place them up for adoption.
And one thing we learned during the tour, only like 5 to 7% come in with chips. Very few of them are chipped when they arrive here.
Unfortunately, very few are. The chances of a dog going home without a microchip is under 15%, so it's not very rare. Cats, it's less than 1% actually go home without identification. So we do have to place a lot of animals.
So oh, look at Peter, yes. And Peter, part cattle dog, about 3 years of age. And I found it interesting, the way you guys determine age is by looking at their teeth.
Yeah, oftentimes, I mean, every time they come in, we ask them who their owner is, what their name is, and how old they are. The freaking dogs never answer, so we got to just kind of go with what we know.
That's unbelievable. The dogs here can't talk, even though it is an amazing facility. You haven't taught them how to speak yet. So, someone comes down, and they look at the dogs, they find out they want a dog, then what do you do next?
So we like to always promote that we're not a drive-through service, because I know we take in a lot of animals, but our goal is to always find them forever homes. So if someone comes in and they want to meet with Peter, they'll fill out a form that lets us know a little bit about their background, what kind of pet experience they have, if they have other dogs at home. If they have other dogs at home, we ask them to bring their dog down for a play date with Peter.
That way they can meet?
Yeah, make sure that they get along. And then we also let them know all the information that we learned during their behavior assessment. So we test them with other dogs, we see how they do with chew toys, we see how they do with food, how they do with strangers hugging them, because no dog is perfect, just like us. But I hear that you say that you're pretty perfect.
Yeah, speak for yourself. This dog is perfect.
Yeah. And so we like to make sure that we set people up for success. Once you do that, if all that works out, you go to the front, you fill out the paperwork, and then if the dog is already spayed or neutered, they go home that day. Squirrel.
Oh yeah.
And if they're not fixed, then they'll stay with us until that date, and then their family picks them up.
So the big question, and everyone wants to know this, how much for a dog like Peter? What are the prices? If they come down and they want to adopt, there's a squirrel back there, and Peter wants to hunt.
Yeah.
He wants to
herd.
Yes, he wants to herd.
He's a working dog. So typically adoption fee for a dog like Peter is $85, which is still a great deal, because that includes Peter being fixed, all of his shots, it comes with a free vet visit, an ID tag, food to go home with, all of those things are included. Not to mention you're saving a life.
Yeah.
But thanks to this new partnership, any animal we feature for Fursday is going to be free of charge.
Again, Bobby, director of doggies, repeat that one more time, because this is why we're doing Fursday, because we all, not only do we want to help you guys out and get these dogs to great homes, but it's a great deal for those that want to adopt.
Yeah, it's the best deal in town. I mean, this is normally, vet services like that could cost several $100s if you're going to a private vet. Not to mention, it's hard to find dogs like this sometimes. You know, if you're looking for cattle dogs or labs or huskies or shepherds, the shelters do get them. I know that we see a lot of pit bulls and chihuahuas in the shelters, but there's lots of great dogs looking for homes. And if it's part of the promotional deal, it's going to be free to the right home, of course. Not to just anyone. You have to be a good fit for the animal.
So about 80 some odd dollars, absolutely all waived here at the Front Street Animal Shelter. And we're going to put the ID up.
Yes.
We'll post that on the link so you can see the ID. So when you call or before you come down, you'll have the exact number for Peter. So take a look at him now. There's squirrels running around. When's the last time he's been out of the cage, Bobby?
You know, he was out earlier this morning, but dogs like this are very high-energy dogs. They do require a lot of attention, so we want to make sure that the home that Peter goes to is an active home. They're willing to train him and give him the energy and love that he deserves.
And why I wanted to focus on him or showcase him for dog one, because when we walked by, I know the drive and how these dogs are and the energy they have. He was very calm, and he was very calculated in picking up what we were doing, and he gave good eye contact. And I could tell that he was Not to say the other dogs aren't smart, but I could tell he knew that he was going to get out today. He knew something was coming. I could sense it, and he could sense it, and I sensed it.
He plays the part.
Yeah, he really did play the part. So again, all you got to do is take this link or the number ID and then contact Front Street Animal Shelter. We're right here. Where are we underneath all the overpasses? What part of Sac would you call this?
So we're right outside of Old Sacramento. We're located at 2127 Front Street. We're open Wednesday through Sunday from noon to 5. So even if Peter does get adopted, there's hundreds of other animals looking for homes, and we're going to have tons of more Fursday pets coming up in the future.